Huggy Wuggy!
Huggy Wuggy was originally created as a toy to provide comfort and hugs to children. His larger counterpart, bigger bodies, acted as a protector, only becoming aggressive when attacked. This was demonstrated in 1992 when Huggy went on a rampage after being hit with darts. Normally obedient, he became violent only in response to hostility, as noted in log 08502. However, after falling under the prototype's influence, Huggy turned into a merciless killer, relentlessly following its orders. By 2005, Huggy's main task was to guard the Playtime Conger factory. He stalked intruders, including the player, before attacking with deadly precision. Alright, a challenge just for you. Only 5% of people can find the odd one out before the timer runs out. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Comment done if you managed to do it on time. Kissy Missy. Kissy Missy was designed to be loving and kind, meant to give kisses to children. Known for following rules, she doesn't hesitate to scold anyone breaking them, as mentioned in the digital collectible campaign. Unlike other hostile toys, Kissy Missy helps the player. She opens a gate for them in one instance, and later aids alongside Poppy Playtime to stop the prototype in Chapter 3. However, in the Hour of Joy tape, Kissy shows a darker side, killing train workers escorting her to Playcare. Despite this, she didn't fully join the rebellion and later spares the player after mistaking them for a threat, influenced by Poppy's request. Poppy Playtime. Poppy is initially portrayed as elegant, social, and courteous, valuing her appearance and politely asking for help with tasks like polishing her shoes. As a living doll, her behavior shifts. In Chapter 2, she appears bubbly and caring, thanking the player for freeing her and helping them escape the factory. However, her questions grow darker, hinting at a more sinister side. After defeating Mommy, Poppy praises the player, but the train derails, preventing any escape. In Chapter 3, Poppy seeks revenge on the prototype for past torture. She shows distress when Kissy Missy is harmed and uses their connection to stop Missy from attacking the player. Catbee. Catbee's exact personality is unclear, but her audio line suggests she's upbeat and playful, encouraging others to have fun. However, there's a hint of something darker beneath her cheerful demeanor. At one point, she warns the player to get out of here in a creepy tone, only to quickly switch back to her sunny disposition, claiming she was just kidding and urging them to go have fun. Candy Cat. Candy Cat's personality seems cheerful and lively, as suggested by her digital collectible profile. However, her voice lines hint at a greedy, candy-obsessed side. Despite this, her appetite has limits. When overfed, she pleads with the player to stop feeding her, showing a sense of restraint. Candy Cat's digital collectible profile references the popular Bongo Cat meme with the phrase, "marches to the beat of her own drums," highlighting her playful and unique personality. Bron. Bron is described as a hard-working and determined individual, setting strict goals for himself, like limiting his daily calorie intake to 4,000. He's also presumed to be tough and athletic, handling heavy workloads with ease. He has a playful sense of humor, often making dinosaur jokes, such as one about a dinosaur with one eye. However, this humor takes a darker tone in his last voice lines, where he refers to himself as the scariest dinosaur.
What do you call the scariest dinosaur?
Boogie Bot. Boogie Bot is likely a music lover and dancer, designed to entertain kids with his moves whenever music played. He was built to be playful yet delicate, making him a fan favorite. His appearances are limited to posters, a cardboard cutout in Chapter 2, and broken, blood-stained Boogie Bots scattered around the map on desks and chairs. His cutout's voice line,
"Am I a real boy?"
might reference Pinocchio, the wooden puppet who wished to become human. Mommy Longlegs. In Chapter 2, Mommy Longlegs pretends to be friendly to lure the player into her deadly games, but her true nature quickly shows as she threatens them with death if they refuse. She hides her frustration behind a playful act, but becomes increasingly violent when the player escapes or wins. Mommy rigs the games, like unleashing mini Huggies in Whack-a-Wuggy, to ensure the player's demise, avoiding direct action herself. Documents reveal she was hostile toward Playtime co-workers, but protective of other experiments and children. However, in Chapter 2, she kills her minions for failing, suggesting her mind has deteriorated. Mommy boasts about being the children's only maternal figure, but resents them for abandoning her after the games. At the end, she drops her friendly act, becoming completely deranged and relentlessly hunting the player. Her reckless pursuit leads to her hand being caught in a grinder, allowing the player to defeat her. As she dies, she screams in terror of Experiment 1006, the prototype, hinting at his horrifying plans for her. Bunzo Bunny! Bunzo Bunny is cheerful and playful, often wishing people happy birthdays and making funny poses in murals and cutouts. He enjoys celebrating others' birthdays, as shown in his audio clips and appearances with a bucket-like character named Bucky. In his bigger body's form, Bunzo becomes darker and more menacing. He shows excitement and hunger by crashing his cymbals faster and louder as he approaches the player. He revels in the player's failures, letting out a triumphant scream and crashing his cymbals loudly before striking. Mini Huggies. The Mini Huggies don't have an official personality, but it's believed Mommy Longlegs controls them to attack the player. In the Chapter 2 trailer, she grabs a Huggy doll, suggesting her dominance. Though skittish and retreating, after a grab pack hit, they remain dangerous, crawling in groups to overwhelm and kill. Their obedience mirrors Huggy Wuggy's behavior in Log 08502. There are 18 mini Huggies in total, each sharing the same colors as the main 4 Huggy Wuggy variants. PJ Pug-a-Pillar. PJ Pug-a-Pillar is a long creature that combines features of a pug and a caterpillar, as his name implies. He serves as the main antagonist in the Statues game, where the player must reach the exit while avoiding being caught by PJ. In CatNap's Shrine to the Prototype, a PJ Pug-a-Pillar corpse is found with a human skeleton in its mouth. It's unclear if this is the same PJ from Chapter 2 or a different one. PJ's cardboard voice appears to take possible inspiration from Scooby-Doo. CatNap. CatNap was originally a gentle, shy, and calming caretaker at Playcare, ensuring children got proper rest and care. Despite his unsettling appearance, he took his role seriously and enjoyed watching children sleep peacefully, fulfilling their needs with ease. In his bigger bodies version, CatNap became a devout follower of the prototype, promoting the Hour of Joy and punishing heretics, including toy mascots like DogDay. His loyalty to the prototype is unwavering, as seen in his prayers at the shrine in the caverns and his submission when the prototype appears. This devotion likely stems from an evolved bond between Theodore Gramble and the prototype. Despite his fanaticism, CatNap retains a soft spot for children, protecting Playcare survivors and shielding them from threats like Miss Delight. However, he exhibits feline traits such as territoriality and toying with prey, stalking the player throughout Playcare and warning them to leave or face his wrath. Miss Delight. Miss Delight was once a kind and gentle teacher at Playcare, dedicated to spreading knowledge and encouraging curiosity among children. She spoke in a sweet voice and happily answered students' questions. After the Hour of Joy, her sanity unraveled. Notes and audio logs reveal her descent into madness, marked by starvation, confinement, and paranoia. She crafted a weapon named Barb, treating it as if it were alive. In desperation, she resorted to cannibalism, consuming her fellow teachers, which fueled her twisted obsession with bloodshed. She admitted that if not for CatNap hiding the children, she would have killed them too. Despite her madness, Miss Delight retained her intelligence. She tricked others into believing she was dead by remaining still and avoided conflict with stronger entities like CatNap, instead forming a survival pact with him and reporting to the prototype. Some remnants of sanity lingered as she warned the player to leave the school for their own safety. However, her overwhelming desire to consume eventually destroyed any control she had left. DogDay. DogDay is the heroic leader of the Smiling Critters, known for his sunny attitude and ability to inspire others in tough times. Despite his own fear of wind, like the other critters, he tries to reassure them during a storm. In the Smiling Critters cartoon, DogDay succumbs to euphoria after inhaling CatNap's red smoke, laughing uncontrollably before passing out. The bigger bodies version of DogDay, confined at Playtime Co., speaks in a monotone voice, possibly from years of captivity. Despite his grim state, he has deep knowledge of CatNap, the ruined Smiling Critters, and their dynamics. Dismembered and immobile except for head movements, DogDay is painfully aware of his condition, but prioritizes helping the player during his final moments. Ruined Smiling Critters. The ruined critters, initially seen as mindless feral beings, are actually driven by a strong instinct for survival. They joined the Hour of Joy to seek freedom denied by Playtime Co. After witnessing the brutal defeat of their bigger bodies counterparts in a failed rebellion against the prototype, they swore loyalty to CatNap. Aligning with the prototype's dominant faction ensured their survival in the abandoned factory. Much like CatNap, the ruined critters relished hunting their prey. During the player's journey through their territory, they approached with distorted giggles and snarls. However, they were cautious when met with resistance, retreating while keeping a watchful eye on the threat, using Playhouse's infrastructure as cover. Yarnaby! Yarnaby was initially docile, agile, and highly impressionable. Unlike other experiments, his bigger bodies version showed no hostility towards staff and even displayed loyalty to select security officers and scientists, including Dr. Harley Sawyer. During isolation sessions, Yarnaby grew attached to Harley, seeing him as a master, just as Harley intended, despite having no real care for him. After Harley's removal, Yarnaby fell into a deep, unresponsive state, consumed by grief and longing for his master's return. Yarnaby's head splitting may reference the early concept of Bendy from Bendy and the Ink Machine and the Funtime animatronics from Five Nights at Freddy's sister location. Pianosaurus. Pianosaurus is a green dinosaur with a piano-like mouth and rainbow-colored spikes along its back. Created by Playtime Co., in 1990, its bigger body's counterpart, Experiment 1163, was deemed a failure by Harley Sawyer and reassigned to testing. Pianosaurus's core fear is losing control or being manipulated, driving it to avoid situations that threaten its independence. Its greatest desire is self-reliance, shaping its actions and choices. The toy's signature feature is its keyboard-like teeth, arranged in a standard piano pattern. However, the bigger body's version has a modified configuration, altering the sequence of white and black keys. Doey the Doughman. Doey has a playful yet serious nature when needed, as seen in the Chapter 4 gameplay trailer. He is a fusion of three children: Kevin Barnes, impulsive and mean; Jack Ayers, curious and innocent; and Matthew Hallard, kind and helpful. Struggling to balance their personalities, Doey constantly shifts between them. His dough-like body allows him to mold into different shapes and squeeze into tight spaces, making him nearly indestructible. However, his weakness is freezing. Cold temperatures hurt him, and when shattered while frozen, he is ultimately defeated.
Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and see you next time. Bye.